I apologize for the first half of this very chaotic video. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Vlogmas. This is day 9 or 10. This is my November wrap up. So this dude right here is supposed to be at daycare, but he is not well, and so he's at home with me. So I'm trying to do Vlogmas, and it's just not working, isn't it? Because you need my attention all the time. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. This is my November wrap up. I need to film this, so it's going to be super quick. Maybe, I don't know, my wrap ups don't tend to go quickly, but because this one right here is a cranky bum, let's just see how we go. Okay, so the first book I actually listened to, no, hang on, that's not how I start my wrap-ups. How do I start my wrap-ups? That's right, I do a recap. In the month of November, I read 13 books. That's a total of 5,254 pages. I read from 4 authors of colour, which is pretty awesome. My favourite book of the month was Spells for Forgetting, and the least favourite book, even though it was still pretty good, is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Sorry, not sorry, Ali. Fox is better, hey. Hannah and Fox supremacy. So, let's get into it. First book I actually listened to mostly for Vampathon, but I didn't actually get to finish it until November, and that was Fledgling by Octavia Butler. I listened to this on audio, and I really enjoyed it. It was just such a unique take on vampires, and I wish there was more in the world, but I don't think Miss Butler wrote anymore. I think I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, I had 8 5-star reads and 5 4-star reads, and I listened to 8 audiobooks and read 5 ebooks. So I didn't actually read any physical books this month, but that's okay. Life was hectic, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yes, it was. So the next book I read, and my favourite of the month, was Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I absolutely loved this book. Just the writing and the prose and the magical realism. Like, I'm becoming to realise I'm a magical realism girly, so recommend me all of those books, please. I loved the second chance romance aspect of it, and the twists and turns that Miss Young took you. Such a good book. And small town vibes as well, like just chef's kiss. I then read in one day The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni, because I forgot I was going to meet her at Supernova in Brisbane on the Sunday. So on the Saturday I just forgot everything else and just read The Prison Healer. It was 5 out of 5 stars. I then met her and told her that I binged it, and she was like, yep, sounds good. Good thing you don't have to wait for the rest of the books because it ended on a cliffhanger. I'm like, I know, thanks for that. Okay, and then I listened to It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Like I said, worst book of the month. It wasn't even that bad. I gave it 4 stars. I liked Piper and I liked Brendan, but they were just mediocre. Like, it's just a nice romance to listen to. I think Brendan was a bit stupid. The whole small town was a bit stupid, to be honest. Like, the conflict where Piper went back and everyone's like, oh, but we loved her. It's like, well, then show up on time. And then oh, that's right, I read What Was Meant to Be by QB Tyler. This was a contender for favorite book of the month as well. This is a taboo age gap romance between a godfather and the female main character, and he's like the dad's best friend. He was the second person to hold her after she was born. So yes, very taboo, but I absolutely loved it. I love QB Tyler's writing. She's definitely become a favorite author. If you like taboo, age gap, and angst, like literal angst, like, you need to read QB Tyler. And then read an e-arc called From LA to London with Love by Elizabeth Luley. I got this from the author actually, and I really enjoyed it. The main character is like a really popular movie star, kind of giving me Henry Cavill vibes because he does like muscle man movies, which I kind of like, was thinking Superman. Is trying to get away from like the muscle man persona. So he goes to London to film like a historical romance period series, and that's where he bumps into the female main character, who is a bisexual single mum. And so she chose to do IVF. So she doesn't know who the father is, and she never wanted to know. She wanted to have the baby by herself, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I liked the discussions around queer identity and things like that. Like, are you still a bisexual woman even if you date a white hetero male, and just things like that. I liked that sort of discussion. Yes, I did. And I really enjoyed the discussion of race as well, because the female main character is a person of color. I think I wasn't a fan, oh yeah, of the third act breakup because of miscommunication. Like, I thought that was just stupid, but it was still a really good read. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I listened to The Princess Trap by Talia Hibbert. I love this book. And the dirty talk, oh my gosh, I was blushing in the car listening to this book. So this is about this like HR admin lady living in London or England or wherever. She meets this guy who's come in to like see if the school that she works for should be part of like this grant or scholarship or thingy madooby. Anyway, they hit it off and they go out on a date, and then that night, as they're like making out against the wall of her apartment, the press comes and starts shooting photos, and she's like, what the heck's going on? And because the guy's actually German or something like that, I don't know, he speaks in a different language, she doesn't actually know what's being said. Anyway, afterwards finds out that he's actually a prince, and he just told that press that they were fiancés and that he wasn't allowed to take photos of them. The main character does have her sister's sick, and I can't remember why, and she's living in America. So the guy is like, look, can you just pretend to be my fiance for a year, and then we can break it off amicably, just because my brother, who is the king, is a douchebag, and I've already been like the black sheep of the family. And she's like, you know what, for this amount of money, it will help my sister a lot, but she doesn't say that, so she takes it. And so they're like fake fiancés, and they still have like the hots for each other, but she's like, nah, I can't trust you, so I'm not gonna like give you anything. And so he's like groveling. I really enjoyed this, and I love Talia Hibbert's writing, I really do. She's another favorite author, definitely. Oh, I then listened to Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, which is about Piper's sister Hannah and Brendan's best friend Fox, and I love this book. I think I gave it 4 stars. Just those, I prefer those 2 romances but more than the sisters, and I just prefer, I think I related to Hannah more, like as a music girly, but like not on that level. I'm not a music girly to that level at all. I then listened to That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by somebody. This was such a fun book. Like, gives you those like cozy fantasy romance vibes, but there were still high stakes. It's a super quick read too, and I definitely will be continue on with this series. So That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, so it's about this girl like in this town. They like have this goddess, and she gives them all protections against demons, because demons are bad, right? Anyway, so this demon shows up, and he almost gets hurt, and she accidentally saves him while she was drunk. And anyway, he's like, look, your goddess is not a goddess. She is a witch pretending to be a goddess. And us demons don't actually want to hurt you. She just makes us go savage and hurts you. And she's like, alright, so like they go across the country to try and ruin these, ruins these different chapels so that the witch doesn't have as much power, and so that all the demons will be free again. I definitely will continue on with this series. I'll be right back. Just put Atlas to sleep, so I apologize for the first half of this very chaotic video. I listened to the first 3 books in the Bonds That Tie series, and so good. So basically, the Bonds That Ties is a paranormal romance reverse harem series, and you've got these people who have bonds in them, right? And they're like got gifted supernatural abilities. Like you've got someone who can shapeshift, you've got someone who can like control shadows and like turn them into animals and stuff, and then you've got others who like they're like living bombs or super strong, things like that, right? Anyway, so you got the main character Oleander, who has been trying to run away from the bonded community for like five years now, ever since she was 14. And the bonded community finally catches up to her and finds her and brings her back, and you find out that she's actually bonded to 5 very powerful people, and 2 of them are the Draven brothers, and North Draven is daddy. Anyway, she's not telling them why she's run away. She just keeps saying, like, she's got her own internal dialogue, and she's like very like, need to get away from them, need to get away from them. It's not like I'm trying to like save them sort of thing, but she's not saying why she's trying to save them. And you find out that Oleander is actually giftless, so everyone's like really like want to know, why is she bonded to so many like powerful gifted people if she doesn't have a gift herself? And once you actually like bond, so once the 2 people actually like have sex and complete their bond, they get powerfuler or more powerful. And so you've got the 5 guys and her.
That title, your sex tape.
Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's not the best literature, but it's fun. It's so much fun, and I am loving like the angst and the slow burn. I know, what am I saying? But yeah, if you're a fan of Zodiac Academy, I think you'd definitely like the Bonds That Tie series. And last but not least, I read the 5th Zodiac Academy book, Cursed Fates, and promptly ripped my heart out. Oh my god. I know they call them the Twisted Sisters, but I fucking hate it. I hate it so much, but I love it so much. It's so addicting, and it's the anguish that the sisters go through, and fuck, like, you actually can see my reactions on Meredith's birthday reading sprints, because I hate Lance right now. I love him so much. I'm sorry, Lance, but I hate him right now. What the fuck? He's like doing this like self-sacrificing male bullshit, and then Tori is still kind of annoying me, but Caleb is like trying to get, like, they're all trying to get spoilers, I'm sorry. Also, everyone's like, Seth is so nice, I love Seth so much. I still hate him. I don't know why. You all still love him. I know in book 6 he's meant to get better, but I've started book 6 and it's like he's done a complete personality change, and that's why people love him. So I don't know what the fuck happened on the moon, mate, but those are the 13 books I read in November. Let me know down below what was your favorite book that you read in November. Don't forget, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos by me. I am doing Bookmas, so you will see me in another video again tomorrow. In the meantime, you can add me on Instagram, Twitter, no, not Twitter anymore, what is it, Hive, and Goodreads. If you want to be my friend, go for it. That was messed up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!